the people of this town. Tells me that I would one day come back to Ukrul, and for that it would be for a better reason. And true to what my intuition had told me and reminded me, I was here in 2017 to appeal to our people living in this part and in this constituency to appeal and to vote for NPF. Again today, 2022, we are privileged to be a sitting MLA in Nagaland and got this opportunity to talk to you once again. Before I go further, I would like to brief you about the government's position in Nagaland right at the moment. We are an opposition, we were opposition, NPF were placed in opposition till last year. You must have heard on 16th at Senapati, Honorable Chief Minister came to address the rally, and he told the public that back home in Nagaland, we have come together to form an opposition-less government, which normally does not happen anywhere. And the single purpose for coming together, he had made it clear, was that to give a united voice to the government of India to solve the Naga political issue that has been going on for almost 25 years now, since the signing of ceasefire in 1997. As we sit here this afternoon, let us be reminded that Prime Minister of India has assured the Nagas that Indo-Naga political issue will be resolved during his time. This is his second inning, and we are hopeful that he will keep his word and promise. After we came to form as UDA government, we want to say and we want to thank the Honorable Chief Minister for his big-hearted and his broad vision to take us along. And I'm sure with his leadership, we will be able to play, the UDA government now in Nagaland will be able to play more effective role as a facilitator towards the effort given by the government and the Naga political groups in solving the Naga issue. I want to touch on a little bit about how this NPF, Dr. Surozele, our president, is behind me, and he will tell you in detail perhaps, but just in brief, how this NPF came all about. I think it was way back in 1964, 63 and 64. This party started as DPN, and it changed into UFN, and to NDPP, to UDF, to NPC, and today we are here as NPF. Different people, different leaders have come in different situations to play the role, effective role, in keeping this party, NPF, for future Nagas, and we are here today leading this or taking this party forward for the people. I would like to credit Dr. Surozele, an Honorable Chief Minister, though he is not here with us this afternoon. The transition that took place during DPN, UFN, NDP, and UDF time, we were young. But what little we know was when it took the name from NPF to NPC to NPF, we were aware how difficult and for what reason NPC took the name NPF. It was the most important part of the transition was to bring the Nagas together, not only Nagas of Nagaland. Even the name took a new turn. Earlier it was Nagaland People's Front, but in 2003 it took the name NPF, Naga People's Front, to cover the entire Naga people living across the state boundary lines. Respected people of Ukhrul Town, my honorable member Chotise had mentioned, you are the most enlightened people among the hill peoples living in Manipur. You stand tall amongst the rest of the Nagas in general. You have produced remarkable leaders in Naga national movement. You have a number of IS officers. You have a number of reverends. You have produced remarkable educationists who not only have done good works to the Tanghuls, but to the entire Nagas. NPF today needs you. We have confidence in your leadership, and you have led the Nagas in so many ways. 2012, NPF, after our inning in Manipur State in 2011, first election, Nagas in Manipur, you were capable of producing 4 MLAs, for which we thank all of you. Samuel Risom, Victor Nunglung, Dick Ho, and Alexander Pao, if I'm not mistaken. They were forced to resign, or rather they were asked to resign on the request of not only the Naga people, but on the request of the hill people, because they were the assembly, because the Manipur Legislative Assembly passed an anti-tribal bill concerning our land, your land, our land. The plain people wanted to take the hill area's land, and therefore we requested them, and they resigned from their seat. And that is how, and that was how, though the bill was passed in the Manipur Legislative Assembly, the President of India could not put his accent to the bill. That is the sacrifice NPF MLAs made. That is the sacrifice supporter of NPF we made for not only the Nagas, but for the entire hill people. In 2017, again, you voted and you elected 4 of them. 2 of our honorable members are seated at the back, Bashum Kesim and Lisho Kesim. We have seen the changes from 2012 and from 2017 to now. We are going to enter into 2022. I must say without doubt that in 2017, from 2017 till now, there has been a lot of positive development that has taken place. During one particular term alone, we cannot achieve what we are looking for. But I want to congratulate our MLAs, 4 MLAs. I think they have done whatever they were capable of doing in their respective constituencies. What is remarkable is that they have gone one step ahead in bringing better relationship between the hill people and the plain. Let me call it the Métis. This is what we want. NPF, our aim, our motto, I think for 2023 should be better development and better peaceful coexistence among the people here in Manipur. Let me go back. After we came together in Nagaland as UDA, there are so many issues that we are confronted with. Not only in Nagaland, but in the entire Northeast. Northeast as a whole, the hill people, has many issues in common. And therefore there is a need for people to come and support NPF, to rally around NPF. Because NPF is not only for the Naga, but it is for the entire hill people, or precisely, or in general, it is for the entire Northeast. One issue, one act, let me say this, one act called the Armed Forces Special Power Act. People in Manipur will be very familiar about this because of the great or the memorable, unforgettable incident called the Oinam incident. How the armies tortured civilians, or how even a woman had to give birth in front of the public, in local ground, I think, in full view of the public. This Armed Forces Special Power Act has been, under this act, the Indian government has been torturing innocent civilians, has been destroying properties at will, has been desecrating our churches, has dehumanized our people because they have the power to shoot to kill. The last incident being in Otin, in Mon district in Nagaland, where 14 civilians were shot dead without any reason. After coming together as UDA in government in Nagaland, we could get the strength to raise a united voice to the government of India through passing assembly resolutions. We also got support from many political organizations not only in Nagaland, but from even outside the Nagaland state, and from civil societies in and around Nagaland and beyond Nagaland. So this is the uniqueness of coming together, being able to come together. If we are able to come together, political parties, or for now I would say NPF is the right platform. If you come and rally around NPF, with NPF we will take forward development works in our states. Collectively, we should move for good roads. We should move for better medical facilities. We should move for power. I think we are today also being run by a backup power. We should move for quality education. If I were in JDU, or in BJP, or in Indian National Congress, I don't think I would have the guts or the right to come and address you this afternoon. Because the INC, BJP, JDU, or for that matter, any other national party, they have their own aims and objectives. They have their own visions. They have their own goals, or they have their own ideologies. And therefore, we would not have the comfortability to come and talk about what we want and what we want to achieve as political party. But today, we are here today, and we urge you without any doubt in our mind, NPF is a political party that can bring us together, that can take us together if we rally around. NPF stands to preserve our rights and our identity. When we talk about our rights and our identity, it will not only promote the interests and the well-being of not only the Nagas or the hill people, but respecting our identity and our rights, it will also benefit the rights and privilege and respect of the hill people, the valley people, or for that matter, even the mainland India. NPF is for preserving our culture, our traditions. When we preserve our culture and our tradition, by doing so, we will not only be respecting our own or gaining our own profit or benefit, but it will also promote the rights and interests of the Métis as well as the mainland India. We want to preserve our forests. We want to preserve our natural flora and fauna. By being able to preserve our natural resources, flora and fauna, Nagas alone will not be benefited, but it will benefit the hill people, the valley people, and even that of the Indian people in general. So most importantly, NPF, we want to promote peace and peaceful coexistence. And therefore, it is our request that all of us gathered here play an important role in putting your confidence in the NPF, now and in the future too. I want to thank particularly Mr. Marangchang Luikam, IAS, and my friend and colleague Samuel Risom. Both of them were our ticket seekers. They are equally compatible. We want to thank them. I want to thank them for their courage and for their understanding and for their commitment to support our candidate Ramwiva and to continue the support to NPF. As I come to conclude my speech, I want to urge upon the people of Ukhrul Town once again. We have Ramwiva, Leshio and Keshim here this afternoon, representing Ukhrul district. But I want to talk particularly from Ramwiva, who is representing this Ukhrul Town. We have in front of you, a man who needs no introduction, Ramwiva, whom I believe you all know. But in case we are not reminded, I mean, we human beings, we become very absent-minded. And therefore, in case we are running short of our memory, I want to say this. Ram Muiva is a postgraduate in MBA from the University of Birmingham, UK. IAS, he worked in various capacities, both in central government as well as in the state government for about 35 years. And in that period, he has served Government of India in different capacities, such as Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Urban Development, Ministry of Donor. He was also posted as Secretary, North-East Council. And during this 4 years' time, I am made to learn in the NEC, he has reached out to the entire Northeast with about 400 projects. 400 projects that covers the power sectors, transmission lines, transformers, roads, setting up of institutions, etc. He has a very long list, which I cannot mention to his credit, but I cannot mention everything because I'm touching the most important parts. In 2008, Sri Ram Muiva returned to Manipur. I'm sure you all know, where he had held a number of positions, including Principal Secretary, Works and Housing, Transport, Health, Welfare, Additional Chief Secretary, Agriculture, etc. I think he played a very vital role in constructing the Capital Complex Assembly Secretariat, Manipur government here, High Court, Civil Secretariat, City Convention Center in Imphal. Major Airtel Road in the city capital Imphal were widened, I think, during his time. And in the 4 to 6 lane roads, a lot of bokol trees and picus trees were planted under his initiative, giving Imphal town a totally different shape and look. Infant mortality rate was reduced to 10%, 10,000, the best in the country during the period. And I think India Today Group awarded Manipur the best performing state in health. He was a participant to the World Bank conference in Colombia, Sri Lanka, relating to finances and credit. He also had, to his credit, received professional training and policy formulation in London relating to economics. People of Ukhrul constituency, I once again appeal to you here. Ram Muiva is in good health and is in his best age. And he has come today as a candidate of NPF. If you vote him to power, he wants to give back to the people of Ukhrul district, not only Ukhrul district, not only this constituency, Ukhrul constituency, but the entire district and perhaps entire state of Manipur. What he has gained and learned during the past his years. He wants to give back. And this is what we want in our Naga society today. It is time that educated people, learned people, come back, give back, if their health and time permit. and take the Naga people forward. I want to urge the people of Ukhrul constituency and the people of this district, please, we have come here once again. If 4 MPF MLAs can play significant role in the Manipur Legislative Assembly, we do not know whom we will be working with when the election results comes out. But we are very sure that NPF will once again go into the government. And therefore, if 4 people can play a significant role, then if we elect 10 of them, how will Naga areas take or change the transformation we can all imagine? We can even play an important role in changing the course of Manipur government for the betterment of us and for them.